Welcome to this new tutorial, where we will be using Anchor Rust to create an NFT as part of a collection directly on chain on the Solana network. In the previous tutorial, we minted a one-of-one NFT on chain on the Solana network. That is a non-fungible token that does not belong to any collection, and of which there is only one instance. On the Solana network, an NFT with these characteristics can function as the parent of a collection that will take the name with which this unique NFT has been created, and its public key or mint will be the address that will associate all the NFTs in the collection. In addition, the image of this NFT will serve as the cover of the collection, and its metadata will define the details of the collection. The potential of knowing how to mint an NFT collection directly on the network is that we are not subject to minting a specific amount when creating the collection, as it happens if we do it, for example, through the service offered by Candy Machine. Creating NFT collections on chain opens the doors to unlimited possibilities. Let's go to SolPg and open the project as we left it in the previous video. If you haven't followed this tutorial, I'll leave the link in the description. We will start by duplicating our creating structure and changing the name to mint to collection. Then in the attribute that defines the elements we will take from the instruction, we will change the ID name, the ID collection, since the identifier we use for our one-to-one NFT, we will now receive as the collection identifier. We will also add a new identifier for each NFT belonging to the collection, and we will call it ID NFT. We will use these two parameters to create the seed for each NFT belonging to the collection, making sure that each seed is unique and generates a unique mint address. Here in the mint account seed parameters, we will change the ID reference to its new name, ID collection, and we will add the ID NFT to generate our new seed. We would need to add a new unchecked account called collection. Here will come the mint address of our one-to-one NFT or parent. Remember to place the word check. Let's copy all our create single NFT function and paste it inside the main module below the create function. And we will start by modifying the name. Our new function we will call mint to collection. We will change the name of the context to receive our new mint to collection structure. Then we will change the name of the ID to ID collection and add the new parameter, ID NFT. Remember that these parameters must appear in the same order in which we are invoking them in the attribute we placed in our structure. We need to update the seed with which we will assign the functions. First, we change the ID to ID collection. And we will create a new variable ID NFT to bias like this. We just need to modify the seed by adding the ID NFT to bias like this. Let's go to our mint to function and locate the data v2 structure. This is where we will add the information that will annex each of our NFTs to our collection. First, in the creators attribute, we are going to change the word none to the sum expression and add the vector where the structures of the different creators will assign to the NFT will go. This creator structure has been imported from the SPL token metadata library and takes first the account we will assign as creator, which necessarily for this process to work should be the authority account of our parent NFT. In our case, it will be the payer account. This is verified attribute must be set to true, and the share will be the percentage that this specific creator will receive, which for the purposes of this tutorial will be a single creator and therefore will receive 100 app. Now we go to the collection attribute, where similarly we will change the none value to the expression sum that will take a collection type structure, also imported from the Anchor SPL token metadata library, and that will take the key parameter, which will receive the collection account from the context. Remember that this account will be the mint address of our parent NFT, and the second verified attribute that we will set to false this time. This attribute will change when using the verify collection function, which is outside the scope of this tutorial. For our updated program, let's run build and deploy. Now let's prepare the files for our collection. In QuickNode.com IPFS storage, let's go to files and drag the gray area our files that we will be minting in a collection. Today we will be minting again a parent NFT for our collection to illustrate the whole process. The image of our NFT is already uploaded to the IPFS service. Remember that with its ID address, we will fill in the URI field in the metadata of our NFT. Here we have our JSON file for the metadata. Let's put a name a symbol and a description, and add the CID identifier in the image and ORI fields as shown on screen. We explained this process in more detail in the previous tutorial. Our new JSON we will call QNC, and we will upload it to the QuickNode IPFS service along with all the image files we already have prepared. Now let's create a JSON for each of the NFTs that we will be assigning to our collection. Our JSON for the NFT will be built with this default scheme that we will fill with the corresponding information for each NFT. We will create the files nft1.json, nft2.json, nft3.json, and we will place the aforementioned structure in all of them. Each NFT will have a unique name. For the symbol, we will use the same one we put in the cover NFT in its respective JSON file. We will put a description for each of the NFTs, and in the image attribute, we will annex the seed to the base address of our files uploaded to the QuickNode IPFS. Remember that here you must place the complete address that your files point to if you are using another IPFS service. We will also place the seed of our files in the URI parameter within files as shown on screen for each of the files. We will place in attributes promo code with our promotional code to use the IPFS service from QuickNode with 1 month free trial. We will do the same with all files. In the creators attribute, we will place the address of the wallet with which we have created the contract in SolPg for all files. And in collection, we will place the name of our collection, which will be the same name we have given to the parent NFT in their respective JSON files. In the family parameter, we will place a distinctive like this word buildings. Our JSON files are ready and we can upload them to files at quicknode.com storage. And this way we have all the data ready to test our Onchain NFT collection creation contract on Solana. The first thing we will do is create our parent NFT using the create single NFT function of our program. In SolPg, we go to the test tab and start the process. We place an ID, name, and symbol. For the ORI, we need the CID address. For JSON, for the parent NFT, and we will build the address as we have done before, then place the result in the URI tab. Remember that if you are using another IPFS service here, you must place the complete address pointing to the corresponding JSON. Price and quantity, we put 1. For the authority and payer fields, we use our account. We generate our mine account with the seed data as explained in the previous tutorial, this time placing the ID we are using. We generate the associated token account and copy the address of the metadata program. You can get it from the link in the description, and we generate the master edition account address with the corresponding parameters, remembering to replace the program ID with the metadata program address and the NFT metadata address in a similar way to the master edition with the corresponding parameters. We click on test and we can navigate in Solana FM using the QuickNode DevNet to look at the NFT we have created and which will be the parent NFT for our collection. Now, if we'll mint the NFTs that will go inside the collection using the function mint to collection, we open the mint to collection tab. In the collection ID, we must place the ID we use for the parent NFT. And now in the NFT ID, we will put 1 as it is the first one we will create. In name and symbol, we will use the same data we have in the JSON. And for the area, we must place the address pointing to the JSON we have uploaded to the IPFS service. We do this again by adding the seed to the header of the address as we have been doing so far. In quantity and price, we will put 1. For the authority and payer fields, we use our account and generate the mine address with the following parameters. First, the mint string, then the ID we use in the collection using a 64 type. Then the ID we gave this NFT, that is 1, also as U64 type. And we would already have our mint address ready. For the token account, we use associated token account with the mint address we have created. We use the metadata program as we have been doing so far. We build a master edition account with the metadata string, the metadata program address, the public key of the mint of this NFT, and finally the edition string, remembering to replace the program ID with the metadata program. We will also build the NFT metadata account in a similar way to the master edition with the metadata string, the metadata program address, and the mint address of this NFT, remembering to replace the program ID with the metadata program address. Finally, in the collection account, we will place the mint address of the parent NFT that we have available since we created it. Here we can see the address of our queue and city. Now we place test and we can see in Solana FM, our NFT UN yellow created with the attributes we have placed in the metadata. We will repeat the process for the second NFT in the collection. This whole process will be exactly the same, changing the data where appropriate, such as the ID, which this time will be 2. We must build the address of the NFT to JSON that we have in the IPFS storage, and we will create a new mint address with the corresponding changing data, the NFT ID to 2 in this case, thus generating a different mint address for this NFT. We must use this new address when creating the token account, the master edition account, and NFT metadata account. For the collection address, we use the same parent NFT mint address. We click on test and see how our NFT green has been successfully created. Now to check that they both belong to the same collection, we will transfer them from our account associated with SolPg to our Phantom account using the following command: SPL token transfer, and we place the address of the NFT or mint address that we can obtain in Solana FM, the quantity of 1, and then we place the address of our Phantom where we want to receive them, and we place these words: fund recipient, allow unfunded recipient. The process completes successfully, and we see that the NFT is displayed in our Phantom wallet correctly. Now let's do the same for the second NFT, the collection, using the same command, but replacing the address of the NFT to send with the address of our NFT Q green. We execute the command successfully, and now if we go back to our Phantom wallet, we see how our 2 NFT are grouped as belonging to the same collection. If you got here, you already know how to create an NFT collection directly on chain on Solana network. Subscribe, like, and comment to help us continue bringing valuable information from the Web3 development world. Until next time.